Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ahmad and I'm going to talk about Second World War and its impact on Pakistan movement. India got dragged into the war. Viceroy Lilithgood declared war against Germany. The Viceroy announced that India was also at war. Indian leaders did not like this decision because it was taken without their consent and formal approval. India proving to be of much importance to British on the eve of Second World War, so they did not have any desire to let it go. Indian nationalists supported the British government during First World War, including fatwa from Deoband declaring its loyalty to the British. There was no such support seen during 1939. During 1939, the Congress leader resigned from all the British Indian government positions to which they had been elected. The Muslim League celebrated the end of the Congress-led British Indian government, with Quaid saying that it was a day of deliverance and thanksgiving. In a secret memorandum sent to the British Prime Minister, the Muslim League agreed to support the United Kingdom's war efforts, provided that the British recognized it as the only organization that spoke for the Indian. Both the organization, the Indian Congress and the Muslim League, had different opinion on the Second World War. The Congress refused to support the British unless the whole Indian subcontinent was granted independence. But on the other hand, the Muslim League provided both politically and human contribution. The Pakistan Resolution. From March 2020 to March 24th in 1940, the All India Muslim League held its annual session at Minto Park. Pakistan Resolution was first presented by Maulvi A.K. Fazlul Haq. The resolution was seconded by Maulana Zafar Ali Khan from Punjab, Sadr Aurangzeb from the NWFP, Sir Abdullah Haroon from Sindh, Qazi Isa from Balochistan, along with many others. The resolution was passed on March 20. The resolution brought the idea of two-nation theory, the idea that Muslims and Hindu constitute two separate nations. Curiously though, the resolution called for areas in which the Muslims are numerically in a majority, as in the north-western and eastern zone of India, should be grouped to constitute independent states. Contribution to war. The army was expanded greatly to fight in the Second World War. By 1940, the strength of the army had risen to about 2.5 million. There were about 34,500 British officers along with 50,704 Indian officers. Many future military officers and leaders of Pakistan fought in these wars. Out of Britain billion war debt, 1.25 billion was owed to India. Perhaps the worst and most horrifying impact of the war on India was the extraction and diversion of food. In lesser known fact, the Viceroy at that time and his policy nearly killed 4 million Bengalis in 1943 and 44 in a deliberate famine. The end of the war. In 1942, Gandhi called for the Quit Indian movement. The main agenda of this movement was that British should quit India and gave power to Indian subcontinent as the whole. But on the other hand, the Muslim League advised the Prime Minister of the British government to divide and then quit. In 1940, Jinnah emerged as the leader of the Indian Muslims and was popularly known as Quaid-e-Azam. The general election held in 1945 for the Constituent Assembly of British Indian Empire, the Muslim League secured and won 425 out of 496 seats reserved for Muslims, and about 89.2% of the Muslim vote, on a policy of creating an independent state of Muslim called Pakistan, and with an implied threat of secession if this was not guaranteed. The CR formula was formulated by Chakravarti Rajagopalachari to solve the political deadlock between the All India Muslim League and Indian National Congress. The Congress, which included both Hindus and Muslim members, was opposed to the idea of partitioning India, but Chakravarti Rajagopalacharya was one of the Congress leaders that knew that partitioning was inevitable. But although CR formula was a failure, but was seen as a Congress betrayal by the Sikhs. Sikh community would be divided. Sikh did not hold majority in any political or single district. Cabinet mission. The cabinet mission arrived in Delhi in 1946, was headed Patrick Lawrence. The cabinet mission came to India aimed to discuss the transfer of power from the British government to the Indian leadership with the aim of preserving Indian community and guaranteeing its independence. Purpose of the mission was to resolve the political deadlock between both of the organizations and the governments. The Congress Party wanted to obtain a strong central government with more power as compared to the state governments. All India Muslim League under Jinnahs wanted to keep India united but with political safeguards provided to Muslims such as guarantee of party in the legislation. On 16 May 1946, this plan was announced and proceeded by Shimla Conference of 1945. Recommendation of missions. The unity of India had to be retained. It proposed a very loose union of all the Indian territories under a center that would control merely defense, the foreign affairs, and the communication. The Union would have the power necessary to raise the finance to manage the subject other than Union subjects and residuary power would vast in the province of British India. The princely state would then select a constitutional assembly or a constitution making body with each province being allocated a specific number of seats appropriate to its population. The proposed Constitution Assembly was to consist of 292 members from British India and 93 from Indians. The mission proposed an immediate formation of interim government at the center enjoying the support of major political parties and with the Indians holding all the portfolios. Thank you.